Hi everybody. I know I had strived to vlog every week, but life has really gotten busy and, great in a lot of ways. I had my freshman orientation, I registered for all my classes, etc., etc. And so right now I kind of just sit here waiting for school to happen. Unfortunately, this vlog is not a happy vlog. On Wednesday night, one of my best friends passed away from ALS. This is the second person in my life to pass away from this disease. My grandmother, Kathleen, passed away from it in the early 90s. And now I've lost Nina to it as well. It was hard. It was really hard, and I think the hardest part of it was that she didn't let me in. She didn't tell me she had ALS. I would call her, and she would acknowledge on Facebook that she got my phone calls, but she never returned them. So she always talked to me on Facebook. So I always guessed we were okay, like friendship-wise, but I couldn't figure out why she was not responding to me on the phone, and it was because she had no voice anymore. And that must have been hard. And in one of the last conversations I had with her, I said to her, I think you need to get tested for ALS, because your voice sounds the same way my grandmother's did in the when she got ALS. And she kind of snapped at me, and she said, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Everybody's telling me that. I think in her heart of hearts, she already knew that she had ALS. And I can't think of hardly anything worse to die from, to know that your body rots around while your brain stays alert and aware of everything. I can't imagine how much pain these people go through. And I think people are more aware of it because of the Ice Bucket Challenge. And I think that brought a lot of knowledge to the disease. I've never been nominated. If I get nominated, I will film it and you will see it here on YouTube. I will not reject being nominated. So let's try not to be sad about Nina. Let's talk about some of the great things that she did. She was born in Sweden, and she spoke very European English, and English was her second language. Swedish was her first. And ye was you. Ye. Have ye climbed the steps to your flat, love? Have you gotten up to your apartment yet? Shall we have a drink in the veranda? Shall we have something to drink on the deck? Very, very European English. I remember one time I had a skirt on, and and a gust of wind sent it up during rush hour traffic. And she goes, "There you go, showing your bloomers to the world, are you?" You know, that was it was embarrassing, but she made a joke out of it, so it made it a lot better for me. Just so much fun, so much positive energy no matter what was going on in her life. She was so positive, and she was so beautiful, and you know, she always handled everything with so much grace and so much positivity and so much good energy, and she's going to be missed so greatly. And another thing that got us in common was my mom is a Swede, and so was Nina, so that was one other thing that was in common, that we all liked Plättas. Now, Plättas, for what you all don't know, is Swedish pancakes, and they are absolutely delicious. So that's what our friendship started out about, was about talking about Plättas, and how to make them. And then we started talking, and then we realized that we both loved the Beatles. And so for the last 3 days, I have been playing the Beatles for her. And it's just out of so much love. And just so much love and positivity from that rock group. She loved the Beatles. And the funny thing was, I was at my boyfriend's house this weekend, and we were watching Queen music videos, and all the lights went out. So she hated Queen. So I'm wondering if that was her being like, "Stop it! I don't want to hear that." So I'm making this video in memory and in love of my friend Nina Smith Lindquist. I love you. I'll never forget you. And goodbye from Katie Girl.